Is there a certain skill in praying? Like I know that in law of attraction, they say, oh, you have to set your intention and you have to let go of it and don't get too attached to it. And you have to feel as if it's happened. For praying, is there a certain art to how to do it? Obviously, one of the things that you mentioned is humility and be humble about it. Are there anything else that they need to pay attention to?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we could have done a whole conversation on that. By the way, I created a course called Chakra Prayer, and I'll be teaching that in the fall. So I'd love to share that with you and anyone who's interested. It is a prayer practice that I created with a friend of mine, Panache Desai, who's a wonderful awakened man. He's been on Oprah and he's a dear friend of mine. And I co-created this. And then he just said, I'm not doing it, it's yours. So I took it over, and it is a way of using the chakras to align with the qualities of spirit within you so that you create a vortex within yourself of the kingdom of heaven, the conscious connection with oneness. It's a way to establish your mind and your being inside of the oneness with the divine. And when you're in that alignment, it says, ask and it is given. But we must ask inside the alignment. We must ask from the knowing of our oneness, not a grasping and a hoping and a trying to get something outside of us. The broken way to pray is to try to get something outside of you. The spiritual way to pray is when you pray from the God of your being, from your wholeness, and it's a form of conscious creation. So yeah, I do have a way of doing it where I first go to God. My first step is to think about God and to think of the qualities of God is love, God is peace, God is power, God is truth. I think these things and I say these things out loud to get my mind and my energy established in the highest vibration. And then at some point it shifts and I go, because God is all of this, I am too. God is love, therefore I am love. God is peace, therefore I am peace. So I establish the truth of God and the truth of my being one with God. And then in that establishment, then you move into declaring, accepting, asking, whatever way you want to do it. Now you're in the vortex, as Abraham Hicks would say. That's a conscious way of getting into the vortex. And then it's about really allowing the mind to be transformed, allowing words of truth to flow through you as a prayer. And then I always end my prayer with great gratitude. Great gratitude and thanksgiving. And then, at the end, I let it go. I surrendered this prayer into the action of the law, the law of life that only says yes. That's kind of my way of saying it. And so it is, it's done. So that's a formula that I learned when I was at Agape years ago. And it's a beautiful practice. And it's very alive. It's very different than how we were taught as young Catholic boys.